Welcome to season 3 of SCD interviews where Christian creatives communicate. I'm your host, Leona Howard, and I am so excited to get into it, okay? Fun fact, every single person that you are going to see for season 3, I personally met on the Christian Travel Club retreat. We all went to Panama City, Panama, and had a great time. But before we get into episode 2 of season 3, I have a few church announcements. First and foremost, we are always accepting donations, and thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. Your donations help us book studio space, help us dress our dancers for performances, and it helps us go on our very first tour in 2023. Yes, you heard that right. From March to April of 2023, we will be coming to a city near you. So get ready to shake the culture with the Shake Fam. I am so excited. Also, we have merchandise, okay? Who wouldn't want to dance for Christ in style? And even if you're not a dancer, it is a perfect way to support this dance ministry and get a cute little outfit out of it. So make sure you guys click the link below to check out all of our merchandise, from hoodies to tank tops to cropped hoodies to water bottles, and we even have backpacks that we just dropped, all for you. So definitely make sure you click that link. Alrighty, you guys, let's get ready. Hey, Shake Fam, welcome to SCD Interviews Season 3, where Christian creatives communicate. I am your host, Leona Howard, and I'm so excited to have the gorgeous Miss Nina today. A little bit about Nina we'll get into in just a little bit, but y'all have your pen and your paper ready. That's all I'm going to say. Pen and paper ready, okay? Because in just preparing for this interview, she was blessing me through her article, so I know she's going to be dropping gems left and right. So let's get into it. Nina, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited for this interview. I knew it's going to be good
Thank you so much
energy.
for having me.
Yeah. Of course. So I have to introduce Miss Nina Dafe. She is the founder and CEO of Far Above Rubies Collection, where she helps women to go from stumped to savvy about how to get PR for their businesses. Okay, serial entrepreneurs out there, listen up. An award winning content marketer, copywriter, and international speaker, Nina has shared the stage with powerhouse women such as, and these are just to name a few, you guys, Daniel Scott. She's the volleyball Olympian and TEDx speaker, and the legendary Sally Ann Roberts from former WWL TV New Orleans, the news anchor. Yes, same room as these people. She has been featured in Thrive Global, TEDx Blog, HuffPost, Bustle, Black, Ballad, Mike, and more for her expertise. So let's welcome Miss Nina Dafe, honey. Welcome. Yes, you guys, we got some heavy hitters. I was telling her before the interview started, I was like, hold on, you have me shook. I didn't know. Because she's so down to earth, you guys. She's so down to earth. She's so like naturally a genuine person. And in 2022, those people are so hard to find. And so
Oh,
I'm like, you have so many reasons to be like, oh, don't talk to me. You're so
no,
not.
never.
You're so not. And you guys, she's from the UK. So all my Shake fam in the UK, definitely make sure you support and give her a follow. I'm going to put her social media info here, but let's get into the interview. Let's get into it. I'm excited. On your website, you wrote, okay, listen, this is what she wrote. Your experience, skills, and expertise are priceless, sis. In fact, their collective worth is far above rubies. Proverbs 31:10. So you don't have to conform to anything that feels out of alignment for you in the name of tradition, religion, or societal norms. End quote. Explain the discomforts women might feel while stepping into the place God, not society or tradition, calls them to be. What should they be prepared for?
Ooh.
I want the
I
tea.
love this question. Yes, girl. You know, with me, there's always a story.
Look, I'm ready. Let me just.
Oh, right. I think to be honest with you, it's on all levels. So if we start spiritually, right? I always say that the journey into purpose, and typically from what I've seen, the journey into purpose does usually take people into like a business sort of entrepreneurial, type of setting. I've noticed that tends to be the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a very spiritual journey. And I think the reason for that is because a lot of the times when God gives you a vision and when God is calling you to do something, you are literally calling what is not as though it is. He is telling you to manifest something that has never existed before.
Wow.
What is more spiritual and more akin to God than that, right? Do you see what I'm saying?
Woo! It's true. Because I'm on the journey and
Right?
it's true. It's all spiritual. It's all
It's
spiritual.
it's any kind of calling forth of vision is going to take you on a faith journey because that's the only thing you have. It is the substance of things unseen,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, because of that, it's the only thing that you can lean on. So that in itself, right? It's on a spiritual level, it is going to mature you. It is going to be like a gym for your spiritual life. You're going to have to lean on God like never before. And I think, particularly, if so, moving from spiritual to kind of like generational now, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the times when God gives you a vision, not only is it something that you've never done before or possibly even seen before, it's probably something that your parents or the generations before you did not do. So you've got no one else to kind of, oh, hey, how do
Yeah.
I? Oh, well, what would you, And so
Mm-hmm.
you can end up in a Joseph situation, for example. Oh, look at this dreamer. Who do they think they are? Or a
Mm.
Jesus situation. Is that not just the carpenter's son?
Right.
Um, yeah. So not only are you now in a spiritual gym, but on a generational level, you are setting a new precedent.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. I was having a conversation recently with a mentee of mine who's basically like my little sister. And I was telling her about my god sister
Mm.
because my god sister, she grew up very similarly to me. And she too, I think, is at that crossroads of I do not want to repeat the same mistakes or the same lifestyle that I saw. What I love though is that she has me as Auntie Nina to call and to run things by and stuff because she knows I've walked the path and the journey.
Yeah.
And Lindy, who is my mentee, was saying to me, you do realize that you have broken a generational curse because she has you now to count on and to see, and you walked the path and you walked the journey, so she doesn't have to go that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I never thought about it that way, but it's the same for you or for anybody else who's watching this. Your vision, your journey is not just about you. I think a lot of the time, so even going back to what you were talking about with the visibility, on the egotistical, selfish level, sometimes we really think that it's just about us. And I think what I have seen is no, 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 no. Yes, you benefit. Yes, you're used as a vessel. Yes, God will make your name great and He will elevate you. But it's the impact that you also get to make in other people's lives. So not even just your own lineage, but other people's lineage as well. By
Mm-hmm.
your example, right? Physically. There are things that tend to happen as well. So we were even talking about, things that might crop up, anxieties. Do you
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Stress eating, flare-ups, whatever the case might
Yeah.
be. God might actually call you to be in a situation where you might need to slim down, whatever.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I am realizing is, okay, if we are, wanting financial success or, purpose, whatever it is, we can't work ourselves to the point. where we're killing ourselves in the midst of actually trying to achieve it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, Ecclesiastes is one of my favorite books of the Bible, and in it, Solomon talks about how it is the heritage of God to enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's not just about sowing, grind, and then
That's
not
good.
actually getting to enjoy it. So I think one of the things as well for me, God has been having to do a lot of unpicking of seeds that were sown, a lot of mentalities, thought processes that do not line up with where he is trying to take me. And so that's why I talk about the physical in terms of the anxiety, the things that will crop up, because all that shifting, all that change, it can be disorientating.
Yeah.
You know, you feel like your ground is being shaken up. You know, we're very quick to look at people and, oh, I want that. Look at that. Da 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 da. But like Leona said earlier, the sacrifice. There
Mm-hmm.
is a level of sacrifice that comes with success. You know, there is you know, time sometimes, food sometimes, money, friendships. Do you know how many friendships I have lost? Right?
Now,
I mean,
now, now.
right? Because if we're going to speak the whole truth, like, it
Really.
affects everything, everything. But what I will say, there was so you know how sometimes there are certain parables or certain things that have never made sense to you, and
Mm,
then suddenly God gives you a fresh revelation on it, and you're like, oh.
yeah.
So there's like it's one of the parables that most people don't talk about that Jesus gave, the price, the pearl of great price,
Mm,
and how basically the guy goes into the back garden, for example, and he finds a diamond or great, gem, a treasure,
mm,
and because he values this treasure, he sells everything and invests everything because he believes in the value of the treasure. He's willing to risk it all, right, for that thing.
mm-hmm.
And that's how we need to be with our God given visions. That's how we need to be with our whys. Like, are you willing
Come on.
to give it all up? Is your vision, is the journey that God has got you on a pearl of great price to you?
Mm,
Or, are you going to be swayed by other people's opinions of you? Oh, you've changed. Oh, she thinks she's better than us. Whatever the case may be. So, to me, there is no straight answer to that, but I would say it's everything, girl. It's
buckle
absolutely
up.
everything. Buckle up, the societal, and it's on both sides. It's secular society,
Mm-hmm.
it's religious society. If you come from a traditional background, it's that as well. Because once again, God talks about He's doing a new thing,
Yeah.
and a new thing will always buck tradition, will always buck expectations, whether it's a female or this or that. Jesus came across that. What makes us think we're going to be any different, right? So,
Mm.
yeah.
That's and listen, all I can say in response to that is buckle up. Everything she said is absolutely true, and give yourself grace when you are on the
Great.
journey because like I said, like she said, it is so disorienting. It feels like, and it's lonely. One of the words you used in your first question was the loneliness that you
Yeah.
felt. And I think that when you walk into your purpose, everyone expects like it to be this joyous thing, but that can also be lonely. The year that I started Shake Culture Dance, the same month that I started Shake Culture Dance in 2020, I lost three of my closest friends in college that same month. And I was still expected to do weekly virtual classes on YouTube, learn how to. God still was like, no, don't let this. It was like a pressing of like,
Go.
do not let this be the reason why you don't follow me. Like that was for a
Absolutely.
reason. And it came out of nowhere, but it just felt like, why would you treat me like this? The pandemic just started. This should be a time we're coming together, and instead there's more drama than ever. And I just literally had to walk away because it was just like, this is so out of order. My instinct when the pandemic was to call people and, oh great, I have more FaceTime with my grandparents. I'm thinking, let's come together. And so, that's just one of many testimonies. But yes, get ready to be uncomfortable, but you have to also get ready to give up your wants. You know, I'm also just on a personal statement. I'm in that place where I'm like, I definitely want to be married, but I just thought that by now I would be ready to be married. And I'm turning 25 in like 4 months, and I'm realizing I'm like, I just started traveling. And I was like, one of my things as a kid, I would always say, I'm going to travel before I get married. And so when God started opening up these doors for me to travel this year, and I already have trips planned for next year, I'm realizing I'm like, so I have to give up my timeline because I love the fact that I can travel like I can now. And it's only just now that I've been able to do that. So if I want to travel and be well traveled before I get married, well, that takes time. And so
Absolutely.
give up your timeline. Women have been given a timeline from day one, and we
That's very
feel
true.
it. But when God is like, I have more for you, it could potentially mean that is not within your timeline at all. So
That
just
is, yeah.
get ready.
Mhm. And I would think just also adding on to that, it comes
Mm,
down to the whole seek ye first the kingdom of God,
yes,
right?
yes.
Like you said, you might need to let go of your wants, but it might not be indefinitely. It
Mm-mm.
just might not be on your timeline.
Right.
And so it then comes down to that level of trust. God describes himself as a good father. Which
Mm,
father who, if their child wants bread, will give them a stone, he says. So he
mm,
knows our wants. He wants to satisfy our needs, but he also knows why he created us.
yep.
And so we're very quick to sing I surrender all and call him Lord. But if someone is your Lord, it means you submit to them. It means that they are your sovereign. And we
Mm-hmm.
need to, I think, sometimes come out of this idea of God as a genie in a bottle, or like Santa Claus who gives us gifts, and
Yeah.
we can command him to do what. No, 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 no. We are vessels, we are servants, we are channels, and we are to be submitted to him and not the other way around.
Come on.
However, the promise is that when we do that, he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him, and he is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ask or think.
Come
You know,
on. Mm-hmm.
so yeah.
That's so good. Come on, you better preach. You better preach,
Put me
Nina.
on the road.
Mic drop. She's like, scripture done. No, but really, where's your faith? I think this whole conversation is just about faith. When we were talking about women stepping into their purpose, where's your faith? Because we have a lot of opinions in our head from people we ain't asking it from all the time.
Okay.
So get ready to step out the matrix, guys. Get ready.
Mhm.
But last but not least, tell the Christian creatives about the PR service that you offer and that they, this is capitalized, should apply to. That they should apply to. Okay? Tell them about your services because, yes, it's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so at the moment there are kind of two tiers of service. So I've got, for those of you who are like, I don't have the time to be learning how to do PR and all of that sort of stuff. I would love just like a plug and play template that has been proven, and that I can, as I'm applying to different places, just change the words and stuff according to what I need.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a perfect pitch packet. And yeah, I mean, literally, it's what it says on the tin. It's like 5 different types of templates. So if you want to apply for podcasts, if you want to put articles forward, even if you want to invite guests onto your platform, all of those sort of things,
Right.
it gives you, the words that you can use. You don't have to sit there kind of drumming up anything.
Mm,
And with permission, actually, I would love to be able to give, your audience like a discount on it. Like I can organize like a code and stuff,
yes.
into the show notes. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
That would
So
be great.
I will do all of that.
Awesome.
And then the other side of things is the done for you. services that I give for people. And so that again is just exactly what it says on the tin. You know, if you don't want to do the research of the platform, sit down and formulate the pitches, write the articles, you know, pitch the podcast, whatever it is. Me and my team will literally do that for you. You know, we'll copyright, you know, on your behalf, do all the research, etc., etc. And so all you have to do is just kind of sit pretty, unless I kind of
Wow.
nudge you and go, "Oh, hey, what do you think about this?" You know what I mean?
Nice.
So yeah, those are the two things that I've kind of got going at the moment.
And this has been SCD Interviews, where Christian creatives communicate. I'm your host, Leona Howard, and thank you so much, Nina Dafe, for blessing us and gracing us with your wisdom and inspiring so many young women all over the world. Alrighty, you guys. Bye.
Bye.